respiration process. In last classes, we have discussed some important subtopics of respiration chapter. Where combustion process, next statement of the Robinson and Lavoisier, next an activity to observe the production of carbon dioxide, heat, water in combustion process. Like this, we discuss some important subtopics. Now another topic is difference between respiration and combustion. Respiration and combustion process. Understanding difference between respiration and combustion. There are different types of number of difference between the respiration and combustion. Okay, observe. First difference is respiration process. It is a cellular process. Here it is non-cellular process. Are understanding? Observe carefully. Next, here it is biochemical process. Here it is physico chemical process. Physical chemical process. Understanding? Next, it is in respiration process, energy is liberated or released in the form of ATP and some amount of heat. Okay. Next here, all energy is liberated in the form of heat in the form of heat. Next, respiration process is carried out by enzyme. By enzyme. These are important proteins. What is the function of enzymes actually? They usually they induce the chemical reaction. Okay, next, here it is carried out by heat. Here light is here light is not produced. Here light is produced. Light is produced. Next, here in respiration process, we can observe here in the presence of water, in the presence of water, respiration process can occur. Okay, it can occur, but in the presence of water, in the presence of water, it cannot occur. Understanding? Next, respiration process occur at the body temperature. At body temperature, but it is occurred at high temperature. At observe, these are some differences. There are some other differences. First observe these one. Next, it occurs in Sirisha chemical reactions. Chemical reactions. Series of chemical reactions. Here, it occurs in a single step. In a single step. Next, respiration process can be controlled at different stages by cells, but combustion process, once it starts burning of glucose, then this burning process cannot be stopped by anything. Okay, that process is completed within a short period. Okay, but here cells can control the process. Okay, process of the respiration at different steps by using the oxygen in the presence of oxygen. Okay, these are some differences between the respiration process and combustion process. Respiration means process by which cells derive their energy is called respiration. Combustion means process of burning of something is called combustion process. Okay, yes. Production of heat production of heat in living organism. Production of heat in living organism. You know, in living organism, heat is produced. Here, there are two types of organisms based on their body temperature. They are cold-blooded animals and warm-blooded animals. Already studied in lower classes. Cold-blooded animals. Second one, warm-blooded animals. These are two types of animals. What are cold-blooded animals? Cold-blooded animals mean animals Animals which do not have the constant body temperature are animals which change their body temperature according to environment or according to the temperature present in surrounding. These are called actually cold-blooded animals. Animals which cannot change or which do not change their body temperature, which do not have the constant body temperature, or which change their body temperature. Change their body temperature according to environment. According to environment. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Animals which change their body temperature according to environment. Okay. Animals which do not have constant body temperature. They are called cold-blooded animals. Example: fishes, mainly here fishes. Next, amphibians. These are examples for the cold-blooded animals. Understanding? They change their body temperature according to the environment. If temperature is increased in environment, then these animals also change their body temperature according to temperature in environment. Understanding? Like this. These are cold-blooded animals. Here, to change their body temperature, for example, in environment, temperature is, for example, 50. If temperature in environment is 15, body temperature of this organism is also 15. Like this. Next, second type are warm-blooded animals. What? Warm-blooded animals means animals which have the constant body temperature. Are called warm-blooded animals. Warm-blooded animals. Understanding? You know, say some examples. Say examples for the you know very well that examples are birds, mermaids. Birds and mermaids. Here, to maintain the constant body temperature, to maintain the constant body temperature, understanding? To maintain the constant body temperature, these warm-blooded animals should should produce heat energy or heat continuously to maintain the body temperature constantly. Warm-blooded animals should produce heat continuously. Understanding? Why? Why means some amount of heat is lost from the bodies of organisms continuously. Understanding? To fulfill the to fulfill the lost heat energy in body or lost temperature in body, organisms should produce some amount of heat continuously. Then only they can maintain the constant body temperature. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Now, how can they produce? From which process? From which process they can produce the heat? From which process? Actually, from the respiration process. From respiration process or by respiration process, they can produce the heat and they supply the heat to their body and they help to maintain the constant body temperature. Are you understanding? Okay, this is very important one here. In respiration, during the respiration process, already we studied heat energy is produced. Okay, observe one. See. Here, during the winter season, you know, during the winter season, usually we wear sweaters. We wear sweaters. When we wear the sweater, sweater, what will happen? What will happen? We feel warm. We feel warm. What is the reason for this? What is the mechanism involved in this process? Here, sweater prevents the loss of heat from our body. Means it holds the, listen carefully, it holds the heat lost from our body around our body. Understanding? Here, sweater, listen carefully here. Sweater holds the heat lost from our body around our body. That is why we feel warmer. We feel warm because of this. Here, listen carefully here. If heat is lost from our body, to maintain or to recover the lost heat in our body, heat is continuously produced in our body. During the respiration process, you know very well that carbon dioxide is produced. In addition to carbon dioxide, water, next energy. From our body, heat is continuously lost. Heat is continuously lost in different ways. There are different types of ways. For example, from the skin, next through urine, okay, next through sweat, through saliva, understanding, through tears, like this, in different ways. By different ways, heat is lost from our body. To recover to fulfill the lost heat, respiration process plays very important role. Respiration process supplies the heat to our body to maintain the constant body temperature. If respiration process does not occur, our body temperature may change. Understanding? May be changed. Okay, this is very important on here. During the respiration, carbon dioxide, water, energy, these are liberated. Okay. In this energy, some amount of energy is used by living organisms for different types of activities. Next, some amount of energy is stored in the form of ATP. Remaining excess amount of energy is released in the form of heat. Okay, it is wasted in the form of heat. This amount of heat is used to maintain constant body temperature. Maintain the constant body temperature. Understanding? Like this, production of heat in living organism. Production of heat is occurred continuously in living organism. It is very important one here. We can observe warm condition in our body. Okay, at some different conditions. Understanding? Next, another important one here. During the winter season, you know that old person or we usually our body shake during the winter season. Well, understanding? During the winter season. What is the reason for the reason is to produce more or high amount of heat. High amount of heat, muscle cells contract and relaxes continuously. Understanding? Muscles, they play a very important role to produce the heat. Observe. Next, another important topic, evolution. In gaseous exchange system. Evolution in gaseous exchange system. Gaseous exchange system means respiratory system. In lower organisms or lower animals, protozoans, poriferans, ciliated, in this type of organism, in lower animals actually, there are no specific or special respiratory system. They exchange the gases by just diffusion process. Different types of lower animals exchange the carbon dioxide and oxygen. Understanding? But in some organisms, special respiratory systems were evolved. There are different types of respiratory systems. Let us study one by one. First one is important one here, tracheal respiratory system. First one is tracheal respiratory system. Here, trachea plays very important role. Trachea plays very important role. It is also called as windpipe. It is also called as windpipe. Here, trachea is well-developed one. Well-developed trachea is present. It is branched one. Okay, and it is supplied to each and every tissue of the body. For example, here, trachea is well-developed one and branched one. It is supplied to each and every tissue of the body, and on surface of the body, small pores are present. They are called spiracles. These spiracles are connected to trachea or entire tracheal respiratory system. Through these spiracles, air is entered into the trachea. Through this trachea, air is transported to each and every region of the body. And at the tissues, gaseous exchange process takes place. And oxygen is entered into the cells. Next, carbon dioxide is released out of the cells into the again trachea or tracheal respiratory system. This is one type of system. Example, insect. Example, insect. For example, cockroach. Next, second type. Second type of system, bronchial or gill respiratory system. Gill respiratory system. Here example is fishes, tadpole, larva, tadpole, larva. Here bronchi or gills play a very important role. Gills, they play a very important role. You know very well that in fishes, for example, here these are gill pouches. First fish opens its mouth and lowers the floor of the buccal cavity. Lowers the floor of the buccal cavity. Whenever it lowers the floor of the buccal cavity, water is entered into the mouth and into the buccal cavity. Whenever water is entered into the buccal cavity, then it like this closes its mouth and it rises. Listen carefully here, and it rises the flora of the buccal cavity. Whenever it rises the flora of the buccal cavity, water which is present in buccal cavity, it is pushed into the next part of the buccal cavity. Into the next part of the buccal cavity, that is pharynx. Next from pharynx, listen carefully here. From pharynx, this water is transported to the gill pouches. Now gill pouches are completely blocked by water. For example, this is gill pouch. Imagine these gill pouches are blocked by water completely. Now gill pouches are supplied with number of blood vessels, number of blood capillary connections. Now what will happen? Here gaseous exchange process takes place. Oxygen which is present in the water is entered into the blood. Carbon dioxide present inside of the blood is released out of the blood into the water. Means entire gaseous exchange process takes place. This is the bronchial or gill respiratory system. Next, another important one here, cutaneous respiratory system. Cutaneous respiratory system. Here examples are frogs and are some amphibians. Next, earthworm. These are. Now here, cutaneous respiration means by skin. Skin is supplied with number of blood capillaries. Number of blood capillaries. And skin is moist. Skin is always moist. This moist skin, after this moist skin, number of blood vessels are present whenever, here, listen carefully here, whenever water with oxygen, listen carefully here, whenever water with oxygen contacts the moist skin, then oxygen present in water is diffused into the blood present in skin. This is cutaneous respiration. Means respiration through skin. Respiration through skin. Next one, pulmonary. Next one is pulmonary respiratory system. Respiratory system means if respiration process takes place by lungs, then it is called pulmonary respiratory system. Example, you know very well that all birds, mammals, understanding, birds and mammals, we can observe here. Next, amphibians, reptiles, these all are examples. Understanding. Next, another important one is buccopharyngeal respiration. Buccopharyngeal respiration. This type of respiration process occurs in frogs. What will happen here? What will happen actually here? Here in frogs, buccal cavity. You know very well that buccal cavity or oral cavity. It contains number of blood capillaries. Listen carefully here. Here, whenever water with oxygen entered into the buccal cavity, what will happen? Here, oxygen and carbon dioxide, these two are exchanged here. Oxygen is entered into the blood. Carbon dioxide is released out of the blood into the water. This is a buccopharyngeal respiration. In frogs, buccopharyngeal respiratory system is present, pulmonary respiratory system is present, and cutaneous respiratory system. Three types of respiratory systems are present in frogs. In young frogs, means in larva condition, gills are present, gill respiratory system. In adult frogs, we can observe cutaneous respiration, next to pulmonary respiration, next to buccopharyngeal respiration. These are important four types of respiratory systems present in frogs. Present in frogs. Understanding? This is very important. Remember.